Have you ever considered how a single word can shape entire civilizations and influence our understanding of history? Labels, especially those we assign to others, often tell us more about the labeler than the labeled. Historically, the term barbarian originally referred to someone who spoke a foreign language, particularly one unintelligible to the ancient Greeks. It was not initially a derogatory term but simply denoted an outsider, someone whose speech sounded like. The core reason behind this meaning lies in the linguistic perception of the ancient Greeks. To them, anyone who did not speak Greek sounded like they were making unintelligible noises, similar to the bleating of sheep, hence the sound barbar. This linguistic distinction was central to their identity and how they viewed the wider world, differentiating between those who shared their language and culture and everyone else. As Greek and later Roman civilizations developed, the meaning of barbarian evolved beyond just language. It began to encompass those perceived as uncivilized, lacking in sophisticated culture, laws, and customs. For the Romans, this often applied to Germanic tribes, Goths, Vandals, and Huns who lived outside their empire's borders and did not adhere to Roman societal norms. It became a way to distinguish themselves from populations they considered less developed or refined. An interesting nuance is that even some highly developed cultures, like the Persians, were initially classified as barbarians by the Greeks due to their language and different customs. This shows the term was less about actual savagery and more about perceived foreignness and cultural divergence from the Greco-Roman standard. It highlights how ethnocentric perspectives can influence terminology, painting entire groups with a broad brush based on limited understanding. Understanding this historical context allows us to recognize how labels can be culturally relative and evolve over time, impacting how we interpret ancient texts and historical events. It encourages us to look beyond simplistic classifications and appreciate the rich diversity of cultures that existed and flourished outside the dominant historical narratives, prompting a more nuanced view of the past.
If you're into this, like, subscribe, and drop a comment.